Every mark counts when it comes to cracking Ipmat. But are you aware of previous year cutoffs? Well, hi, my name is Achal and I welcome you to our YouTube channel Ipmat by LPT. In this video, we are going to analyze the cutoffs for previous year Ipmat exams. So stay till the end because this analysis might just be the game changer for your Ipmat preparation. Starting with IIM Indore, IIM Indore accepts score of Ipmat Indore. Ipmat Indore, as you all must be aware, it has three sections: QA short answers, QA MCQ and verbal. 15, 30 and 45 questions, making a total of 90 questions in to be attempted in 120 minutes. There is a sectional time limit of 40 minutes each. And for the short answer section of QA, the marking scheme is +4 for correct answers and no negative marking for wrong answers for the short answer section. Whereas for the other two sections, there is a marking scheme of +4 and -1. +4 for correct and -1 for the incorrect answers. Right. So this is a very standard information. You must all be aware of it. Now let's come to the cutoff for IIM Indore. Now please note that IIM Indore is the only IIM which considers sectional cutoffs. It does not consider overall cutoff. Rest all IIMs consider overall cutoffs and not sectional cutoffs. IIM Indore is the only IIM which considers sectional cutoffs. So if you see, the sectional cutoff in general category is 24 marks in the short answer section, 35 marks in the MCQ and 113 marks in the verbal ability section. So that makes approximately 6 correct. If you have 100% accuracy, it makes 24 marks is equivalent to attempting 6 correct questions. 35 marks is approximately 9 correct questions and 113 marks is approximately 29 correct questions. So that makes a total of 44 correct questions with 100% accuracy. Out of 90, if you are able to solve 44 correct questions, you would be able to clear the sectional cutoff for each of these three sections in Ipmat Indore. Once you clear the cutoffs for each of these sections, whichever category is applicable for you, once you clear the cutoff, for the final selection, there is another process of personal interview. So for the final selection in IIM Indore for IPM program, the final merit list is made based on two things: the aptitude test score and the personal interview. Now aptitude test score is calculated by giving 25% weightage to the short answer section, 25% weightage to the MCQ section of QA and 50% weightage to the verbal ability section. So based on this weightage, an aptitude test score is calculated, and for the final selection merit list, 65% weightage is given to the ATS score and 35% weightage is given to the PI score. And if you make the cut, you will be selected for the IPM program of IIM Indore, right? Now apart from IIM Indore, there are two other IIMs which accept Ipmat Indore score. The next one is IIM Ranchi, and we have a new IIM, IIM Amritsar this year, which is also going to accept Ipmat Indore score. For IIM Ranchi, the cutoff for general category is 93. So that translates to approximately 24 correct questions out of 90 with 100% accuracy, obviously. And these are the cutoffs in marks for the other categories: EWS 77.5 marks, NCOBC 65 marks and so on. Once you clear the cutoff, now again iterating, this is overall cutoff, not sectional cutoff. IIM Ranchi does not consider sectional cutoff, it considers only overall cutoff. Once you clear the overall cutoff, after that your ATS score is calculated by giving 50% weightage to both short answer plus MCQ section combined, and 50% weightage is given to the verbal ability section. So by giving 50% weightage in this manner, your ATS score is calculated, and for the final merit list, 50% weightage is given to the ATS score, 30% weightage is given to the PI, 20% weightage is given to your academic profile, which is your 10th-12th marks, and 5% weightage is given for your gender diversity. Now 5% is given only for females and transgenders. Okay. So this is the criteria, final selection criteria for IIM Ranchi. For IIM Amritsar, we don't have a cutoff list yet because this would be the first year for IIM Amritsar. But the selection, the final selection criteria would be 70% weightage will be given to the ATS score, 25% weightage is given for personal interviews, and 5% weightage will be given for the gender diversity. Now your ATS score will be calculated by giving 30% weightage for the short answer section, 30% weightage will be given to the MCQ section, and the remaining 40% weightage will be given to the verbal ability section. So based on this weightage, your ATS score will be calculated, and this ATS score will be given 70% weightage to make the final merit list for IIM Amritsar, right? Next exam we have is IIM Rohtak. Again, IIM Rohtak is a 2-hour exam, but instead of 90, there are 120 questions, and we have an additional section of LR over here. So there are 3 sections: Quant, LR and VA, 40 questions in each section, 40 minutes for each section, and the marking scheme is +4 for correct and -1 for wrong answers, right? Now, the cutoff for IIM Rohtak, again, IIM Rohtak considers only overall cutoff and not sectional cutoff. So, overall cutoff for general category is 301 marks. 301 marks is approximately 76 questions, right? Out of 120, if you get 76 correct questions, obviously with 100% accuracy, you will be able to clear the cutoff for IIM Rohtak. And once you clear the cutoff, again your ATS score will be calculated, and PI and 10th and 12th scores will be calculated. So ATS score is given 55% weightage, PI is given 15%, 10th and 12th are given 10 and 20% weightage respectively by IIM Rohtak, right? Now coming to the last exam, which is Ipmat. Now Ipmat again is a 150-minute exam, 2.5-hour exam. The other 2 exams were 2-hour exams. This is a 2.5-hour exam. There is no sectional time limit in Ipmat. You can jump from one section to the other section as per your wish. So 33 questions in quant section, 33 in DILR, and 34 questions in verbal section. Marking scheme is same, +4 and -1 for correct and incorrect questions, right? Now there are 2 IIMs which consider Ipmat score. One is IIM Bodh Gaya and the other is IIM Jammu. For IIM Bodh Gaya, the cutoff is 316 marks for the general category, and IIM Bodh Gaya does not conduct interview. So if you clear the overall cutoffs, you will be selected in the college, right? And same is the case for IIM Jammu also. IIM Jammu has not published its cutoff list. So, but they have given a criteria that 95% is weightage is given to the Ipmat score and 5% weightage is given to gender diversity. But again, for Bodh Gaya and Jammu, there is a slight eligibility criteria. Although there is a cutoff, there is no sectional cutoff for IIM Bodh Gaya, there is only overall cutoff. But IIM Bodh Gaya specifies that you need to have at least 30 percentile or more in each of the 3 sections in Ipmat exam, right? Now 30 percentile is not cutoff, it's only an eligibility criteria. If you have more than 30 percentile in all the 3 sections, that does not mean that you will get a call from IIM Bodh Gaya. It only means that you will be considered for the merit list only if you have more than 30 percentile in each of the 3 categories. For example, let's say in 2 sections, quant and DILR, you score 100% out of whatever the scores are, 33 plus 30, you solve all 66 questions correct. But in verbal ability section, you are not able to clear the 30 percentile criteria. So even if your overall marks is more than 316, but since you have not cleared the 30 percentile criteria in verbal section, you will not be considered for the merit list. That is what IIM Bodh Gaya specifies. For IIM Jammu, the same criteria is 50 percentile for the general category. So for IIM Bodh Gaya, it is 30 percentile standard for all the categories. For IIM Jammu, it is 50 percentile. This is percentile. ठीक है ना, ध्यान रखना. This is percentile eligibility criteria, not cutoff. This is eligibility criteria for IIM Jammu. 50 percentile is minimum requirement for general category, and once you clear or once you have more than 50 percentile, then only you will be considered for the merit list. So IIM Jammu, they don't give out specifically a cutoff list, so we don't have that over here. But this is the eligibility criteria for IIM Jammu, right? So hopefully with this analysis, you have a decent idea about how much score do you need in your exams to clear the cutoffs for each of these exams. So that sort of gives you a very good idea about when you're writing your mocks में आपको कितना स्कोर करना चाहिए, या जो आपका स्कोर आ रहा है based on that score, which IIM you may be able to target or not, right? So that's it for this video. Thank you.